I have my older cousin on the pod, Aaron Cooper. Just up and give us a little bit of background.
All right. I'm born and raised in Camden, still live in Camden. Um,
How long you been a firefighter?
I've been a firefighter. This is my 20th year. I graduated college with a criminal justice degree. Went back, got a computer programming degree, and worked on my master's in business administration.
Okay.
And couldn't find a job. State trooper test and a firefighter test in the same day. Fire department called first.
Is being a firefighter self-fulfilling to you? You know, are you?
I'm laughing because it's nothing like TV.
it's
It,
not. It's
but
not like the show 911.
Nah, no rescue 911, no Chicago fire. We not
No.
running. I can do whatever I see, from painting to drawing to sketching. I do clothing. I do
Oh, you do clothing too?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
okay.
do clothing. This is technically a shirt that I painted.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I do sneakers. I can paint whatever y'all want done, painted. I do murals, all that.
Um, how many times have you ran as a school board member?
I ran 3 times. Every time they move the goalposts. If they say, "Oh, yeah, the person that won last year only got 1,500 votes," I'll go out and get 15, 16 people beat me, or technically people that win, they get 18, 19. 99% of the work by myself. All of the votes that I got organically. I ain't paid for nothing. Ain't nobody support me within the Camden City School District. But a lot of people had jobs as family operations coordinators and other titles, and they lost their jobs recently. As far as positions being created, no-show jobs and things that screwed up the people. Like, it's some good people and they lost their jobs through no fault of their own.
Well, how you feeling, man? Is this your first podcast?
Actually, my second.
Your second?
Uh,
Okay. When the last time you did a podcast?
During the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
Like, literally, when I was first starting out, that's the
You did it. It was your own, or you was on
nah,
somebody?
somebody else. Dude don't even do it no more. Um, he was doing a podcast called what was it? I think it was Kids Just Don't Understand or something.
Yeah.
Basically talking about growing up and you know what we thought when we was kids up until adulthood.
Okay. Okay. And y'all only did it was like y'all had like topics or discussions, or y'all only did one episode and that was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't my podcast.
Oh, was it
I
yours?
I
You was just a
guessing
guest on the
somebody.
show.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Well, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We might as well get started. Let me introduce. But before we introduce the guests, it's your boy Del with OPP. I have my older cousin on the pod, Aaron Cooper. This is dope. Thank you. Yep.
Appreciate it.
He is an artist. As you see, we have dope artwork behind him. We're definitely going to get into that and have him discuss his pieces. He's a firefighter in Camden in the Fairview section. He was also a candidate for running for the school board member. He was really close to winning. I asked him if he was going to discuss the scenario. He said, "You can't say that I lost, really, because I did what I was supposed to do." So he's very confident. He's going to be running in 2016. In 2026. Shout out Aaron Cooper.
Appreciate
Yes,
it.
appreciate you.
Thank
Just tell us about yourself and give us a little bit of background.
you. All right. I'm born and raised in Camden, still live in Camden. I typically say I live on one of the most interesting seats in the city when I talk to young people, because everybody know, for the most part, Liberty Street. But when I say I live on that street, I'm not one of them dudes that you see coming and going. If you see me literally going in the house, coming out the house. I got purpose, you know what I mean? So I'm not just out there just to be out there. I'm moving, I'm doing things. So
It's crazy. I was just speaking of Liberty Street. I was just in contact with JD from back in the day.
okay.
Jihad. He actually trying to talk with him about as far as Jazzy. Jazzy's out as far as interviewing him.
Okay.
So I thought that's interesting. So how long you been on Liberty Street?
Full. My son turns 18 in November. I bought my house. Literally, he was 2. So I've been on Liberty Street for 16 years. But I was born and raised right around the corner on Mechanic Street,
Yeah.
and my parents technically still live there. So still got the house. I'm 48, so been in the neighborhood 48, 49 years.
Nah, that's what's up. So you definitely are like, Camden and you're local. You had all the festivals, you're always out and about in the city.
Yeah. My thing is about the visibility. Like a lot of people don't realize if somebody's doing an event and somebody show up either as a vendor or show up in general, that's support. So my thing is I want people to support me and what I do. So I'm gonna support anybody that give me an opportunity to show up and show face.
Nah, most definitely, most definitely. How long you been a firefighter? How did you get into that? What made you want to become a firefighter?
I've been a firefighter. This is my 20th year. Like respectfully, I graduated college with a criminal justice degree. Went back, got a computer programming degree.
Oh yeah.
Went back and worked on my master's in business administration.
Okay.
And couldn't find a job. So I was taking any and every civil service test I could. I took the state trooper test and a firefighter test in the same day. Fire department called first.
You
20
took
years
them in
later.
the same day.
Literally same day. Took one at like 8 in the morning, the other at 3 in the afternoon. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
I passed them both, but the fire department called first. So here I am.
Did the state trooper ever eventually call you back or nah?
They did.
They
Like
did.
2 weeks after I was already in the fire academy. I was like, nah, I'm not leaving the fire academy. Like respectfully, we work 2 days a week.
Mm.
We work 24-hour shift. Then we got 72 hours off. That's 8 days a month. 96 days a year out of 365. So why would I go do something where I got to work every day when I got technically a 3-day weekend every time I go to work?
Mm. Is being a firefighter self-fulfilling to you? Are you? What do you think about it?
I'm laughing because it's nothing like TV.
It's not like the show 911.
Nah, no Rescue 911, no Chicago Fire. We're not
No.
running and burning buildings every day. A big part of our job is community service. Like,
Oh really?
the out and about, the stuff that you see us doing. Like, if you go to any event, you'll see firefighters there. Granted, the police get the most recognition, but firefighters is there too. And what they say, people, they ain't make no negative songs about firefighters. They make negative songs about the police because our job is community service. We interact and engage with people and talk to them regularly. Like, because, yeah, I'm a firefighter in Camden. I'm from Camden. And every time I go to work, I treat the community like my mom and dad. You know what I mean? Treat them like my family because my family still live in the city.
Yeah.
So, I show the people that respect.
No, that's what's up. You want to talk about? Let's talk about your most dangerous scenario as a firefighter.
You said most dangerous, man.
It got to be something. You in the city too?
I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of like being a firefighter is almost like sports. One of the things Mike Tyson said is everybody got a plan till they get hit. So every day we go to work, you don't know what you're going to face. You don't know what the situation is. When the tones go off, you hope and pray it's something simple. But something simple could always be something dangerous. You know what I mean? You could go in thinking, oh, yeah, it's a little small kitchen fire. Or thinking, yeah, somebody's smoke detector going off. Show up, you got smoke and flames showing from the building. And to your question, I'm really back.
Yeah. No, you good.
One of the most dangerous situations I was in, we was in a fire, fighting the fire, and I'm the dude on the nozzle spraying water in the building. It felt like my skin burning. Everybody doing what they supposed to do, but because of the fact that how the house was built, it's a house in Camden, it's a house in Fairview. A lot of people do interesting renovations. I can say that. They do stuff not up to code, so we thinking the fire in front of us, but the fire trapped above. So we feeling heat, no air, no nothing.
You said the fire is trapped above?
Yeah, they got with the renovations that they do in Camden.
I got
People
you.
don't just do drop ceilings.
So it was like
they build the ceiling underneath the ceiling. So you thinking you got one layer, you fighting the fire in 3 layers of ceiling. So if the fire get trapped in that 3rd layer, you don't know what's going on because
So
you can't
it's
see it.
like an electrical fire. That's what it seems. Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
So being in the building, feeling like your skin is burning, all you thinking is, yeah, why'd I do this? I really want to get out of here,
Wow.
but
Wow.
you can't. You gotta do what you gotta do until it's over.
Okay. And was it over? Like everyone got out safely and everyone was cool, or
That's the interesting part. The people was out. We was the ones in the building. Like we can't leave until the fire's
prior
done.
to the fire's done? Okay. Okay. Nah, that's that's what's up. That's interesting. Um, I really never thought about that. Like a lot of renovations in Camden and people like bring things up to code. Because I guess you're not having your city inspector come and check everything out and do what you're supposed to do. It can cause other issues too.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And we all know somebody that could do the work. They may not be the most professional, but they could do the work
They
that
can
we
do the
need
work.
done.
Mm.
So, people know how to skirt the rules, and I ain't telling on nobody. I'm
Yeah,
just saying. But we know
no,
people.
no, most definitely, most definitely. So during of course, how many times have you ran as a school board member?
I ran 3 times.
Oh, 3 times.
The
Okay.
and the funny part is every time they move the goalposts, if they say, "Oh, yeah, the person that won last year only got 1,500 votes," I'll go out and get 15, 16 people beat me, or technically people that win they get 18, 19.
You,
Like,
but you have a strong foundation though, which is pretty dope. Like support
definitely.
system.
Every time I ran for school board, I've done 99% of the work by myself, and legit, it's me on the grounds. If you ever seen a flyer or a poster anywhere, that's me by myself doing it all, from the graphics all the way to the pictures to getting it in people's doors. That's me. I put in the work myself, and legitimately, if you go back, Google my name, check the numbers, you'll see all of the votes that I got organically. I ain't paid for nothing. Ain't nobody support me. Ain't nobody say, hey, we're gonna endorse him. I got zero endorsement. So
Mm-hmm.
I put in all the work and still almost beat individuals that technically part of the Camden political machine.
What was your campaign based off? Like, what did you want to bring to the table as a school board member?
My main campaign is transparency. Like it's a lot that go on in the city that we as a people don't know nothing about. And being a parent in the city of Camden, who child grew up on again one of the most interesting streets and one of the most interesting neighborhoods in the city, you basically see things and interact with people. Like my thing is my life is different than some, but my family still go through it. My people go through it. Friends and so the transparent part where everybody's am I allowed to curse?
Yeah,
All right. I don't curse a lot, but everybody bitch moaning and complaining about what's going on with the school system. But when they bitch moaning and complain about going on the school system, you don't see the school board members. You don't see the school board superintendent. You don't interact with those people, and those people only time they talk to you is during the meetings. And when they talk during the meetings, they don't really get the public a chance to address whatever. So my thing is the transparent part is the same way in which I got the numbers that I got by being out in the street, and you said me being at the festivals, me being a part of the school board or being a part of anything. I'm accessible. I'm in the community, so therefore I'm talking to the people. You can physically interact with me, and it ain't a photo op. I'm real. You know what I mean? So if
mm-hmm.
you show up anywhere and you see me, like yesterday, we did the Hatton Avenue Street Festival.
Yeah. I'm mad. I missed that too. It was packed.
Yeah, yeah.
It was packed.
This one was
Raheem
big.
Devon was there and everything.
Yep. But in doing that, like legit, I think I talked to more people than I sold more artwork. But the thing is, it's conversation,
It's
it's
networking.
accessibility, the
Mm-hmm.
networking.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's good. Nah, definitely. Um, when you say transparency and what's going on with the school board and what everyone doesn't know, um, would you mind shedding light on that?
Okay, all right. I gotta say it respectfully because I'm one of the ones that feel that nobody should lose their job, but the situation to where people's losing their jobs is messed up. What I mean by is messed up, within the Camden City School District, a lot of people, I don't know, I don't know the exact number, but a lot of people had jobs as family operations coordinators and other titles, and they lost their jobs recently. Go back. The story that nobody's telling is the first family operations coordinator, I'm gonna say his name, was Mr. Stan White. It's not a title that was made up. It's a title that one person held. And when Mr. White retired, they brought in somebody from outside the city, if you know what I mean. I'm not, I don't play racial games, but you know what I'm saying. They brought somebody from outside the city into the city to do Mr. White's job. It was a lady. The lady couldn't handle the position. So she went back, gave a report, and what they did was, one, they created multiple positions to do what one person was doing. Mind you, each and every position within the school district, there's a dollar sign attached to it. That's one aspect. So if you got one person doing the job at $100,000 a year, and then you bring in like 10, 12 other people, you don't break that $100,000 down to 10, 12 people. You got to pay each person what the salary requires. So therefore, you're actually paying more money than you did for the one person. And you got these individuals in different places. Mind you, the Camden City School District is always crying broke. Backtrack. Before finish about the family operations.
What are these positions?
I'm
Go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Nah. Before you finish about the family operations coordinator, you gotta also look at the assistant positions. At one point, the Kansas City School District was failing, and what they did was took all the principals from the failing schools, put them down in the school administration building, created titles. They still get their salary. They may get a little extra money, but they got new titles. Once you pull the principals out the schools, you put more principals in the position. So now you paying two people to do the same job. One person is actually doing the job. The other person is not doing the job. But mind you, nobody's talking about where the money come from. Nobody's talking about where they're getting money to do this. So the stuff that's going on with the Kansas City School District is it's been years and years of mismanagement as far as positions being created, no-show jobs, and things that screwed up the people. Like, it's some good people that lost their jobs, and they lost their jobs through no fault of their own. But the reality is the school district was mismanaging everything across the board.
So in other words, like, I talked to Camden. Camden, a lot of schools in Camden, they have to outsource and go out of district for certain extra resources that a child might have because by law you have to give this child resources that's deemed required, or for a child to sustain school and have the education that to meet their needs. And so, in other words, they can go to the Camden City School District and say, hey, well, we got to figure something out. We got to go out of district. It can even go into a court situation, litigation. With that being said, since Camden always has to go outsource, do you think that the resources and the money being mismanaged is the reason why a lot of resources aren't available in Camden City School Districts?
Definitely. I would say the money being mismanaged as well as the charter school system.
I wanted to ask you about that too.
I'm not taking no shot at the charter schools.
No, but listen, I wanted to ask you about that. What do you think of the charter school system as well?
They don't follow the same guidelines and rules as the Kansas City School District. So therefore, the traditional public schools, I might as well say, because the charter schools, they create their own rules. They create their own guidelines. As long as they follow a portion of the state guidelines, they can operate. There's been charter schools that have operated in the city of Camden that didn't meet the guidelines that were shut down. But then as soon as they shut down, another one pop up. And the other one magically start following the guidelines in the same building. And pretty much what a lot of people don't realize with the charter schools, they may brag and boast about their numbers, but the reality is you only got to keep a kid on your roster till October to get the money. So if the charter school keep the kids on the roster till October and the kid is failing or the kid is doing something wrong and they kick them out, They go back to the public school, but the charter school got that money for the year.
Where's the charter school getting that money from? Are they getting the money from the Kansas City School District?
They get money from the Kansas City School District
as well as the city and the grants and stuff.
Yep. Each and every child at any school within charter network, the Kansas City School District, traditional, public, whatever you want to call it, it's a dollar sign attached to them. But that dollar sign is attached to them up until a certain point. Come October, when they kick the kid out, the charter school still got that big pot of money that the public school not getting. So the public school still got to educate the kid, but they're not getting funded to educate the kid because the charter school already got the money. It was a big fight a couple years ago, a couple months ago about the buses because the charter school was getting money for buses and the Camden City School District like, yo, we got to get these kids to school, but we don't have the money because the charter school still got it. So it's they play a shell game when it comes to the numbers and the money.
Do you think that the charter school system is better than the traditional school setting as far as education wise?
That's a tricky question. The reason why I say it is because the curriculum is different. It don't mean it's better because if you take a kid from Camden, send them to Hatton Heights, send them to Collinswood or whatever, the educational system out there, same kid that's born and raised in the city of Camden, go to traditional Camden schools or the charter schools in Camden, fail. Go to Hatton Heights, go to Collinswood, scholar. My son, I'm not bragging on him, but like I said, we live interested street, interested neighborhood. Got a full academic scholarship to college from Camden. I hate to say I'm not bashing nobody, but it's a lot of people that brag on Hassan Reddick, who's from Parkside, but Hassan Reddick went to Hatton Heights. He was educated in Hatton Heights. He's from Camden. He's connected to our community, but at the same time, where's the kids from the traditional Camden City School District schools that went to these places that achieved these heights? We don't brag, we don't celebrate on them.
Like the kid that went to Gloucester City and just got drafted.
You said Gloucester City, exactly. Mm-hmm. So when you say good, better, it's a hard comparison because it's different. I ain't saying better.
Well, what do you think is more efficient?
That's a good one.
I actually say the question differently. Yeah, right. I know.
It seemed like the charter school is more efficient because of the fact that at a certain point they could kick the kids out.
All right.
So the numbers look
the
fishy.
data.
Yeah.
I always felt like charter schools find ways to manipulate their data to present good data statistics, depending on for their sponsors. The one thing that I will say is that. For instance, when I worked in charter school, I worked at KIPP downtown, and they would always say, "Oh, our numbers are improving. Our numbers are improving." Well, I'm working with these kids, and these kids can't read.
Agreed.
So how are these numbers doing so great? Because I don't see somebody going up or doing nothing right now.
I'll technically give you the answer. Their numbers is going up because at a certain point, if the kids aren't testing to a certain level or the kids aren't producing, they kick the kids out. So therefore, if you got 80% graduation rate, 80% progress, but check the numbers from September to June. See how many students is on the roll from September to June. See how many individuals the charter school kicked out. How many people didn't meet the qualifications from September to June, and you'll understand that basically, it's the shell game. They playing with the numbers. So it looked efficient. It looked like they're doing a great job, but they're not.
Oh, wow. Well, listen, we're going to take like a couple minute break. Okay. When we come back, we'll get into the art pieces and wrap up. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Yes, I do. I'm trying.
All right. We're about to get started. Well, it's your boy Delver back with my cousin Aaron Cooper. As we're on the couch, if you have pieces of his artwork, Cheesy want to hand me this piece too. We got this right here as well.
Basically, the funny part is, I actually did that based off a conversation for Black History Month where I go around asking people what the Black History Month mean to you, and one of the things that came out of the conversation was we need to protect our peace, and that's where, if you look at it, I technically don't title my pieces, but you got an armed guard sitting there, standing over top of the kid who's in the zen position. The kid is basically at a peaceful state, and the guard is protecting him. So the main thing with that was, how can I tell the story? So that's the best way to tell the story.
Nah, this is dope. This is nice. And you just started like getting into painting and artwork. Want to hand me the other one too? You just started getting into the artwork maybe what, like 5 years ago?
Yeah, I started during the pandemic. Long story short, we was in the house during the pandemic, and one day my son said he wanted to paint. So we went to Walmart, got some paint, and got some canvases. And when I got the paint and the canvases, he painted, he did what he wanted to do, and then like any other kid, he said he was done. But I felt as though we can't let it go to waste, so I tried my hand, went to YouTube, found some stuff, put it out there, put it on social media, and people was like, how much? I was like, what you mean? They was like, yo, how much for the art? I was like, oh, all right, y'all actually like this? So 5-6 years later, I got a business out of it. I can do whatever I see, from painting to drawing to sketching. I do clothing. I do
Oh, you do clothing too?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can do clothing. This is technically a shirt that I painted.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I do sneakers. I can paint whatever y'all want done painted. I do murals, all that.
Now you say a lot of your artwork comes up in conversation.
Yes.
So can you say what was the conversation that inspired this piece?
That came from a conversation with a couple Muslim individuals. I had did some work doing. I did some paintings, and a couple Muslim people said, "Yo, we like your artwork, but we can't buy it because our culture, we don't do faces." And I was like, "What y'all mean?" They was like, "Yo, if you look at a lot of Muslim artwork, it don't have eyes." I don't understand the religious reason, but I was like, "Hold on, wait, let me see if I can do something based off of what you're telling me and make it look dope." So that's where that concept came from.
Nah, like, and I look like you're blending and you're coloring. Like this is lit, man. This is really nice.
The colors come from basically just trying to represent and fit any aesthetic or any room.
What's up? Do you have a you got a background in boxing or?
Nah, well, my brother,
So I might like this one.
my brother Horace Cooper, he was a professional boxer at one point in time. And my thing is, I like the sport. I've never been a boxer. I played football, ran track, basketball and stuff like that. But nah, I never did boxing. But I appreciate the skill set and the mindset, the mind frame that it take for So I do art based off of various things and different stuff.
Now, the samurai poster. You want to go into that? Now, you said a lot of people missed the background detail in that.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, if you do research on samurais, they say that in order to be a good samurai, you got to have a drop of African blood. And one of the first samurais in history, I'm not going to say the name because I'm going to mess it up. The first samurai was African. In this painting, a lot of people miss the fact, they look at the samurai like, oh, it's dope. They miss the fact that when you talk about Africa, I put the samurai in the African village. They miss the village part. They pay attention to the colors, the scheme, and how it pop, but miss that he's in Africa.
And like, what made you come up and to draw a samurai? What conversation inspired that?
Truthfully, being a fan of the old martial art flicks.
Okay.
Talking to some of our older people,
Like the Shaw Brothers and stuff.
Yes, definitely.
What was your favorite one?
I think it's almost like everybody's favorite. 5 Daily Minimums.
5 Daily Minimums.
That's almost everybody's favorite. You got that and
the Guillotine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. My favorite, I like the mermaid with the Philly skyline behind it. I think that's dope on the Schuylkill. What inspired that?
Basically, I was told that black women like to see themselves in over the past couple years, there was the movie The Little Mermaid. It was a big story about how the Little Mermaid was a black character now, and basically just I wanted to do something to represent our sisters, something to represent the ladies that like to see themselves, and being as though Philly is right across the bridge, like 2-3 minutes from where I live, based off of traffic. I put a mermaid in Philly to represent our community for the most part.
Okay. And you get a lot of feedback from that one?
The samurai and the protecting his piece, like this right here, the black samurai, everybody love this one. The mermaids, that catch everybody's attention because it's the story behind it.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's relatable to a lot of people. So definitely, these two right here, definitely, and the protecting this piece one, like for the first time, I did something in that painting that a lot of people didn't catch. It took somebody to tell me. They was like, "Yo, look at the steps." I'm like, "What you mean?" They said the steps look 3D. I'm like, "All right, bet." So that was the first painting I did where I learned the 3D style. So I use acrylic paint to do 3D with acrylic, and I'm still learning. That's a big milestone for me.
Wow, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I see all this. Like, what's next? How far are you planning to go with the painting?
As far as it could go.
Any goals for your own like exhibit, store? Do you plan on doing lessons or anything, teaching?
Doing the store is the goal eventually. Like right now, you said exhibits. I just got accepted to the Harlem Fine Arts Festival in February. I did SneakerCon last year. I did Art2 Network. I sell and vend at Adorn Day every year. Adorn Day literally just had a Black Arts Festival yesterday, and I was one of the finalists to participate in it. They chose 4 artists. They had 8 in the room. So to be one of the 8 artists in the room, and I'm still learning, that's a big accomplishment for me and feeling. Next month, I'll be in Newark at a streetwear festival. I'm bringing the art, I'm bringing clothing, I'm going to break out some stuff that, I'm going to challenge myself to do some stuff that I haven't done yet.
Okay.
So mix the art with the clothing with sneakers and basically hats and all types of stuff. So for that one, I feel it's a big accomplishment for me to do something like that. And a lot of the stuff that I do, if you see me around the city doing art, I'm doing that to support the event. I'm not doing it based off of the fact that I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to make money. Y'all can talk to me. You can negotiate. Whatever art piece that you see, I'm flexible because I'm the artist. I could go back and recreate this or create something better because I'm getting better every day. So it's still definitely a whole lot left for me to do. I also did the Black Boy Art Show. That's another big one. If you Google the Black Boy Art Show and look at what they did, like to be in that room with other dope black artists, that's a huge feeling for me. I'm just looking forward to Harlem.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, no, I really appreciate you. Before we close out, how can they find you and how can they reach out if they want artwork?
I'm on all social media platforms. Is Rens Pics, RENS_PICS. My name is Aaron Cooper. I'm easy to find.
I'm glad you said your social media. I didn't know you had a page just for your artwork.
Yes, I got a page just for my artwork, and basically inbox me and we could talk. Also, me and Sadell briefly talked about it. I don't just do art. I DJ, I do poetry, I do spoken word. I coach and mentor young people as well. So try to stay busy.
That's what's up. Well, definitely reach out to my cousin, his artwork, and all of his other things he does. Swiss Army Sword.
Yeah, pretty much.
As far as DJing, he's dope. He's very creative. I appreciate you coming on here and just sharing with us.
All right, thank y'all for having me, and truly appreciate it.
Well, that wraps up this episode. It's your boy Delv, OPP. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and IG at Opposing Perspectives Podcast, and we're out.